Hey guys, today's video is going to take place in the closet in horrible lighting and, not ideal. Kind of hiding out today at work. I just wanted to shoot you guys a quick video about why I enjoy working in the back of the office and not the front of the office. It's kind of obvious, but for those of you that don't know, I think working in the front of a dental office is one of the hardest things you can do, honestly. So what happened today was we had a patient come in and she speaks very poor English. So typically her husband comes back with her and he translates for me. Today he did not, and he didn't say anything when I went up front to get her either. So I assumed everything was fine and I sat her down, did her cleaning, her exam, her x-rays, and walked her back to the front. We did find some new cavities on her, which is too bad. And so I drop her off up front, and as I'm back here, I'm hearing him yelling at the front desk for at least 15 minutes. It was loud and it was long, and we had another patient in the lobby, so that wasn't very cool. And pretty much what had happened was, I guess their insurance, which we typically pull in benefits for people as a, I don't know, it's kind of a nice gesture on our part, I guess, just to kind of see like what's covered for the day and whatnot. They didn't get pulled for the patients today, last Friday, so I have nothing to go off of other than, yes, she was technically due for exam and x-rays because we haven't done them we haven't done the exam in 6 months, we haven't done x-rays in a year. So, and that is our policy, is we do x-rays every year. So I taken him on her. Anyway, I guess they weren't covered by his insurance. He's all maxed out. And instead of telling us this when we walked in, or us knowing ahead of time, so that was partially our fault, he's just up front just screaming at her about how, I trust you guys and this is horrible. And, I'll pay for it this time, but don't ever pull this stunt on me again. And we're like, but part of it's his fault for not coming back, because typically he sits in the room with me and he would have seen we were doing x-rays today and he would have said no, and that would have been fine. And part of it was our fault for not pulling insurance last week like we usually do. And I'm not sure how that happened, but that's what happened. So anyway, I'd much rather be back here dealing with patients than up front dealing with like the insurance, and because a lot of people don't know their insurance benefits, expect us to know their insurance benefits, don't know what their plans cover even, and it's just it'd be really hard to work up front and the billing and all that. And so hooray for being a hygienist, because I'm in the back hiding in the closet instead. He's gone now, but just something to keep in mind if you're looking into hygiene is you typically don't end up with that kind of drama. Occasionally I do over like health histories and stuff. I've actually had people jump up out of the chair because they didn't want to fill out their health history and they were throwing such a horrible fit. They actually stood in the hallway behind my room and just screamed. And it's like, just fill out the paperwork. It's not a big deal. My doctor doesn't have me do this all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he does, but whatever. Or he doesn't have a good doctor, maybe, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, some of the benefits to being a hygienist versus working up front today. Okay, so I got some added information at the end of the day as far as what had happened with that patient today. Apparently when he came in, he had told the front desk he did not want to examine x-rays that day because he knew he wasn't covered. And so I misheard that from the back. But what I guess happened was we only had one girl up front today, and she said, well, if you want Natalie to not do that stuff, you need to tell her when she comes to get your wife, because I don't have time to. And I walked up and I smiled at them, and she didn't say anything and he didn't say anything, and the patient who didn't speak English didn't say anything. And she didn't even say anything like when I asked her to take x-rays. Like, I know she doesn't speak English, so I was pointing at the x-ray computer which I had pulled up, and then pointed to her, and she kind of went, oh, okay, and then I grabbed the lead apron and I put that on her. And so yeah, I guess he had been told he was supposed to tell me himself, and he was mad because she hadn't told me, even though, anyway, so that's kind of what happened. So joys of dental, woo! So I hope you guys are having a great week, like I said, and I hope you have an awesome day, and like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Hopefully not in the closet next time with my angelic lighting. Bye guys.